is Toxic Female Nidoran Spotlight Hour. Sorry. Anyway, no, we've got Little Poison Girl Spotlight Hour. So we're going to see if we can get a shiny. I do already have a bunch of shiny female Nidorans. It's actually funny, these ones took me ages to get, shiny-wise, so... But we'll see how we go. We'll see if we get a shiny tonight. Hey, gone, Mikey. Hey, gone, CSI. Hey, gone, Becky. Hey, Amy. I think you've already taken off, but hello, how were you? Who else we got here? Adista, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Of course, I've got ads on my video. Please go away. Anyway, guys, welcome in. So yeah, as you see, we've got female Nidoran Spotlight Hour. It isn't the most greatest of Spotlight Hours, but unfortunately, everything this month seems to be very... Like, even the Ultra Unlock that we're getting for the sort of the Go Fest stuff didn't really pan out to be anything special, did it? So unfortunately, it looks like we got a pretty slow month. All the hype leading up to the Ultra Unlock, and yeah, it's just extra bonuses during the bug event, and it's like, wow, thanks, Niantic. Thanks for giving us access to more unknown raids that just won't be bloody shiny for anybody. So it's like, awesome. Just, that's so great. So great. So how does everybody else feel about the events this month and like the Ultra Unlock and all that sort of stuff? Hey, gone, Pokebuzz. How you doing, man? Welcome in. Hey, Queen. Welcome in. How are you doing today? You feel that way, Mikey? Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, the game just seems to be going down a lot event-wise, sort of thing. They don't really seem to put a lot of effort into the events these days. And it's disappointing because, I mean, last year, think about GoFest, like last year's GoFest, and then the Ultra Unlocks that we had afterwards. They were actually really good. Like, we had the Dragon event and all that sort of stuff afterwards. This year we get a bug event. And it's like, we were already going to get a bug event. Why is this like a... Yeah, so you wouldn't mind shiny Pansage. I mean, that's great, but I mean, that's already our regional that we get here in Australia anyway. So it's like Pansage is, for us, it's just like, well, basically you're just giving everybody access to a shiny that's a regional. It's just like, how about here in Australia and like other places where Pansage is already available, they made it that Pansear or Panpour were available instead, sort of thing, like switching them around just so we had access to a different one while everybody had access to our one. I think that would have made so much more sense. Hey, gone, Adista. I did say hello before, but hey, how you doing, man? Welcome in, welcome in. And Jordan, welcome in, dude. What's better way to wait for your exam results than watching your stream? I don't know. Probably nothing. Welcome in, dude. Nice to have you here. I'm glad that we could keep you entertained before your exam. What exam is it for? Like, is it... Obviously, it's a big exam, but what subject is it for? You're not going to Shiny Hunt Unknown. You don't think you should do it because you're just saving up for the new Mega. It seems so much better. Yeah, the thing with Unknown is it doesn't have shiny rates like everything else does from the raid sort of thing. Instead of a 1 in 50 or a 1 in 20 as legendaries do, it's sort of like, I think it's closer to like 1 in 150 or 1 in 200 or something like that. So it's something astronomically high, which is just stupid. So yeah, it's a real waste of money. That's for sure. Hey, Becky, welcome back, dude. Welcome back. How are you today, man? Jimmy and avocado mode this season. I don't like avocados. You do have access to Panpour and Pansear for about 7 days. Oh, well, okay, yeah, during the events. Yeah. But you've had access to Sage as well during the thing. the Sapporo event. Have I have the shiny? Yes, I do have the... I'm pretty sure I've got a full family of all the Nidorans so far. Oh, and I got that yesterday. On my way home from Bunnings, which is, if you don't know, it's like a hardware store here in Australia. Yeah, on my way home from Bunnings, I just clicked on a random Pikachu and shiny. So yeah, we're at Nidoran. Shiny. Yeah, so we have both families full shiny so far, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, I haven't evolved any of them yet, but I do have this special shiny hatted Nidoran that we got from the raid hour that we had for it. So yeah, I just need to evolve these. But unfortunately, shiny Nidoqueen just gets shafted so badly when it comes to a shiny. That ugly green color. At least shiny Nidoking is that nice blue color. But yeah, I don't know why they made shiny Nidoqueen like the ugly green color. You doing good? Thanks. I need this shiny. I'm doing good, man. Doing pretty good. Spent the day just hanging out with my nephew because he's been at our house. So I've been having bubble fights and stuff like that. He's some like water pistol things, but instead of shooting water, they shoot bubbles. So we've just been running around having bubble fights and stuff like that. So it's been a good day. Can't complain. Anyway, let's start our wandering for the shiny because we've exhausted our resources. So I'll make sure I've got my keys and everything because, oh my god, that door is so squeaky. Squeaky door. But as you guys can see, it is like, look how light it is right now. Like the sunset, I'll show you guys the sunset. The sunset is looking pretty snazzy right now. So that's our sunset that we've got at the moment. So as you can see, the days are, I say this like every week, but the days are getting longer, which is good. Means I won't have to use my flashlight as often. But you guys can actually see me, which is, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Nice car. It's not actually my car, it's just the car that I'm driving right now because my car is off the road and I can't really afford to get it back on the road just yet. So oh, the walking track is closed apparently. Okay. I don't know why. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to walk on it anyway. So I came down here and I can't go anywhere else now. I think it's just because it was, I think that's close because they were mowing and they just haven't opened it back up. Just the grass is all over the place. Hey Zach, how you doing, man? Welcome. How are you doing today? Am I going to be shiny hunting Mega Scizor? Probably not. There's no point shiny hunting the Megas if you've already got the shinies of what they are. And I mean, I've already got Mega Scizoran. But Scizor, see. So there's no need to evolve one because I already have one, or catch one rather, because I've already got one, sort of thing. So I thought in Scizor. The XL candies. Honestly, the XL candies rates in this game is terrible at the moment, so I'm not going to waste money on doing raids when you only get like one XL candy per raid. Hey, Yu Chang, how you doing, man? Welcome in. How are you doing today? Oh, it's getting a little bit fresh. I knew it was going to be cold, but some say the squeaky car door may lead to Narnia. Maybe so. Oh, the sun is going down quickly. And it's clear as tonight, so it's going to be like freezing cold. So yeah, it's double catch candy for Nidoran tonight as well, which is a little bit unfortunate given that, you know, Nidoran candy isn't really that important. It's not a big resource. And the Nidorans aren't, you know, that meta sort of thing. They can be useful for like PvP, but not. Is that a UFO behind me? No, it's the moon. In my camera, it's like, it doesn't look like the moon, so it's just like, oh my god, there's a UFO behind me. I'm gonna get abducted, guys. It is double catch candy for any Pokemon, but I mean, the only Pokemon that you're really gonna see are Nidoran, unfortunately. Like, even if you're at a nest, pop a Meltan box. That is a good point. That actually reminds me, I do have my incense. I did save my incense for today, so we'll chuck this on. We'll see if we can get ourselves a bird. Dugong. That is not a bird. Should have waited for what? After Spotlight Hour, I don't really care, honestly. I would rather do it during the stream because I'm going to be going home after Spotlight Hour because it's too cold. So I'm not walking around for another 15 minutes. I haven't even used these incense every day. Like, I don't particularly care about them that much. It's like, wow, you have an off chance at getting one of the birds. It's like, it'll happen when it happens. I'm not really that interested in it, to be honest. Like, I am, but it's like, I don't think it's worth trying to force it. And I've been busy doing other stuff anyway. This game's sort of, it's gotten past the point where I'm going to devote 24/7 hours of my life to playing it. Just because they don't care about developing it anymore, so I don't care about playing it as much. Like, until they put more effort into actually making events that are worth playing and all that sort of stuff, it's just like, well, they obviously don't really care about their hardcore players anymore. So what's the point of being a hardcore player? Like, all the events are just suited for people that are coming back to the game or have just picked up the game again, and it's just like, that can only go so far until the people that have been playing the game since the start are just like, this is boring. I'm sick of these events that are just rinse and repeat, no effort goes into them or anything like that. You're the same way, out of state? Yeah, exactly. So many people are like that. I mean, even some of the main PokeTubers and stuff like that, like Reversal doesn't even play the game or anything for the same reason. Like, basically, he just got sick of the game just being in the state that it is and them not worrying about fixing stuff. They're more worried about introducing more broken functionalities to the game rather than fixing the stuff that actually needs to be fixed. Just stuff like that. Like, there's so many things in the game that just need to be worked on. More worried about putting raid bosses in, like locking them in raids and stuff, like shinies in raids and stuff, rather than giving people decent events. Oh, Drowsy ran. Spewing facts, sending his regards and asking if he knew how to Pikachu. Yeah, new hatted Pikachu, alright. Let's have it with the hat of give me my money back. How about a Pikachu, every time you catch it, it gives you $1. I think that'd be a great Pikachu. You have 162 Pokemon ready for the 175 unique Pokemon in GBL challenge. You're a returning player, but you're not worried about the incense and how they have put effort in, yeah. No, it's like, I used to really enjoy the game, and I still do enjoy the game. It's just that, I mean, after 6 years of the game being basically the exact same thing without them adding too many new things to the game, I mean, there's not a lot that they can add to the game. Other, like, the PvP was sort of the biggest thing that they added since its launch, like the biggest new feature. Yeah, it just gets a little bit boring after a while. Like, you can only do it for so long until it's just like, I enjoy it, but, you know, unless they they're keeping me interested with interesting events. It's just the same thing. Like, the Pokemon are getting very old at this stage, especially like the Generation 1 Pokemon that we've had for, since the start of the game now. I mean, for instance, Nidoran and all that sort of stuff. Most people should have these shinies because of the Kanto tour and stuff like that. And it's been available in like 100 other different events. So yeah, there's a lot of shinies from Generation 1 are sort of like most people have them. Hey, Lachlan, welcome in, dude. You got a Gyarados out of the blue thing. What do you mean, out of the blue thing? I'm confused. Yeah, you mean daily instance, you mean, yeah, they say most you can get is 30 spawns in 15-minute duration, but the speed you are, yes, exactly. Yeah, the most times, like the most spawns that I've got out of the incense have always been when I've been driving. So it sort of goes against the whole don't drive while playing sort of thing and putting speed caps on everything. And yeah, they don't plan stuff very well. You know what? Go away. I don't want to be your friend. You played the beta and then when it came out, but lost interest till maybe 2 months ago. But then you can see not much that has been added. Exactly. So you've come back to the game after, an extended period of time, and you can see that the game is still essentially the same thing. Like, it has got new stuff added to it. Like, the gym system is different. PvP has been added. But I mean, overall, it's still just a collection game. And I mean, that's what it's always meant to be. It's always meant to be just go around catching Pokemon in the real world sort of thing. And that was cool. Like, that was really fun when the game first came out. The appeal of that, getting out into the real world and catching Pokemon and all that sort of stuff, was really fun. But after 6 years, it's just like I said, it sort of wears off after a while. And like back in the day, you'd look outside and be like, it'd be terrible weather outside, but you'd still be like, I'm going to go catch Pokemon. These days you look outside and it's raining and crappy, and outside you're like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to stay inside. It's like that novelty has worn off. You don't see hundreds of people down at like the pier in Williamstown or Altona anymore like they used to be, like back when the game first came out, hunting for Laprases and Dragonites and all that sort of stuff. It's, that's when the game was really fun, when there was like everybody was playing it and you could just go out anywhere and you just see people walking around all over the place just playing Pokemon. Get a heated jacket. I've got a jumper and a jacket on. It's all fine. It's just my hands. My hands are going numb. Like, it's not too cold tonight. Like, it's not freezing cold. I do need the flashlights, though, so I can see. I do have my thing, my strap, so I can strap my other phone to my arm, but when I'm wearing my jacket, it's too small. Like, it doesn't fit on my arm properly. Like, it's too tight on my arm, so it's too much of a pain in the ass to get on. So unfortunately, if I'm wearing my jacket, I have to just not have the arm strap on. A shout out for Adista for being one of the OGs. Adista was there when the players were calling it Pokemon Town with all the server issues. Yeah, I didn't play in the beta, but I played like the week after the game came out sort of thing, and it was very, very hard to play back in the day when the game first came out. Like, it was hard to log in and all that sort of stuff. And then just back in those days around here, there was basically nothing. So you'd wander around and try and find Pokestops, but there was like nothing around. Hey, Arceus, welcome in. How you doing, dude? Can I ask you to like warm it up for just a little bit for me? That would be great. You have the God, you have the power, you are God. You have the power. Do, 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 do. Yes, warm it up for me, please. It's just a little bit chilly out here at the moment. Read your last message. You're planning on figuring out how you're going to build Buzz Inc. into a business building, including Tony Stark level of Marvel. See, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Trying to be the next Elon Musk. It's going to be pretty difficult though. But I believe in you, man. Best days quad stops at sorry. As soon as I start reading your message, you retracted on me. What are you doing? The thing is, it's chilled my bones. But that's okay. It can chill you. Can you warm me up? That's what I'm asking. Just put me in a nice warm bubble. Come on, you have the power. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it now. You said straps. I mean, the straps. Hashtag OnlyFans. You see all the leather straps. And the Pokemon. Pokemon and leather straps. Oh, yeah. I said hashtag. I haven't set up... No, you see, you're not allowed to put that stuff on YouTube. So it's just like, you know, have to keep it hidden. So hashtag. Hashtag. Gotta look that stuff up. Just look up JSMFW. No, wait. NSFW. No. What is it? What's the NSF? Yeah, W. That's it. I said it right. That's all it is, guys. It's just Pokemon and leather straps. Microwaving. Is that like waving really small? Yes, I know what it stands for. That's why I was saying. Because these days you got to have a separate, you know, account for that sort of stuff. You can't have it on your so you got to have a normal account that's family friendly, and then you got to have your other one. The wave is pretty small. Yeah, it's just a microwave, so it's like, there you go. There's a microwave. My hand's very small. No sausages for Wookiees. Yes, that could be. Not Smiggles fumbling words. Wait, then there's going to be no content on that. Because when do I not fumble? I suppose we'll check to see what this is. What you got? Waters. Alright, we may as well do it. Still hunting that shiny Charmander. I don't know how many Arlos I've done now. He's just being greedy. He won't give me his shinies. I'm sad. I'm very sad. All I want is a shiny Shadow Charmander. Oh, you got a lot of shinies this week? Nice, dude. How many? And which shinies did you get? So far this week, I think the only one that I've gotten is the Pikachu. Yesterday, yeah, because my last shinies were the Palkias from last week's raid hour. Hey Diana, how you doing? Welcome. And Devesh, how you doing? Welcome guys. How have you been today, tonight, this morning, this evening, whichever one it is for you guys? Try getting me in a shiny. I'd have to be playing Legends, wouldn't I? It's the only game that you're available in at this point in time that I have access to. Don't be difficult. They were doing some burning off along here yesterday, and I can smell it. It's still smouldering. It just smells like burning, smoky. Ugh. Might be why the path was closed. It wasn't just the mowing, it was also the burning off. Oh well. You got 3 shiny little pups, 3 days in a row. Finally broke your streak today, and got nothing. You broke your shiny streak. That's unfortunate, but it's nice when you get like consistent shinies like that. Well done. Not really been playing much as your daughter's still recovering. I did see you post up on the Discord server that she's doing well and all that sort of stuff, so that's good to hear. But yeah, life and all that sort of stuff does come first. Darkrai, Palkia, and Palkia, nice. Michal, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome to this evening stream. It's evening for me. Oh, the buzzing is not from Jimmy's mosquitoes, friends. It's from the Go. Yes, it is the Go Plus. I do have it on my wrist. For once, I actually brought it out with me. Too hot here, so you walk the dog before it gets too hot. Yeah, fair enough. During the summertime, it's... Well, for you guys, it's getting pretty hot this year. You're getting very Australian-like weather, so... Yeah, I know what that's like. Like 30-plus degree heat is... You want to stay out of it as much as possible. I mean, at least for you guys, is you don't have the ozone layer hole sort of above you, so at least the UV rays isn't as intense as it here is. As it is here in Australia. My God, did I forget how to talk today? I think I did. It's what you get when you spend the whole day speaking with a toddler. You forget how to speak English, or just any language for that instance. You want a good IV Nidoqueen for GBL and for Great League and Ultra League? Well, today's definitely a good day to be hunting. I'll have to go through and check once I'm done to see if I ended up getting anything decent. I think I've actually already got a couple of decent Nidorans, like Nidoqueens and that set up for GBL. Quick shiny checks. Wow, I got 3 Pokemon from my incense. Amazing. Thanks. Let's share my absolute marvelous collection that I got there. Like, wow. That was so good. Genesect Teal Drive tomorrow. Yeah, unfortunately Genesect is fairly useless, like even with Chill Drive. It just needs to be shiny. But for some reason, they released it as a shiny. The second time they released it, when it had, was it Shock Drive? Or I can't remember which drive it was. But yeah, since then they haven't released it as shiny again, and they probably won't until they've gone through the rest of the drives, and then they bring it back again, and it's just like, I guarantee you the next 2 weeks of raid hours are going to be slow as F, because nobody's going to want to do them. This Genesect is just useless. And yeah, it's... Unfortunately, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks of it! This is what I mean. Niantic have just killed us with the shoddy events this month. Like, if the shiny was available, it wouldn't be too bad. But yeah, I don't know why they've decided to just not give us the shiny again. Took you over 5,000 checks to get your first shiny Nidoran. You and it had beef. I was the same. It took me ages. I got my male one, like, it wasn't too hard to get the male, but then yeah, the female one, because we had the special, like when they released it, they were special as like International Women's Day or something like that. When they released a shiny, I can remember everybody went out and basically caught one because it was a boosted shiny rate. I went out and got absolutely nothing. And then, again, didn't get anything for like ages and ages and ages, and then finally caught one. I can't remember when I actually got it. I think it was during an event when they were spawning in abundance. I can't remember. It might have been a Valentine's Day event or something like that. The 3 catches symbolise his heart for I love you tonight. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Niantic. I love you. Uh, 2 weeks, only free raid passes will be used. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I can guarantee you that for the next 2 weeks during the raid hours, people that want to do multiple raids will have no issues getting into multiple raids. Like tomorrow, like might not be so bad because it's like it's dropping tomorrow and it's the first day that's available. So tomorrow might be a bit busy because people will be trying to get, you know, hundos and all that sort of stuff at the new one. But then after that, it'll steadily drop off. Like next week's one will be a lot quieter, I guarantee. Genesect all drives. I don't know when they'll do that. Hopefully they don't do it over a month. Just bring Genesect back for like a whole month of raids and just do like one thing after another, because that would be terrible. You'll be doing a couple of Genesects and then you'll be doing the Scizor raids. Yeah, exactly. I think that's what most people will probably be doing. Genesect Chill Drive is ranked 13 in Ultra League, so it's okay, but it's still not, you know, top 10 sort of thing. Okay, be like that. Oh my god, it's so cold. How cold is it? It is... Oh, tree. Branches in my way. It's 8 degrees. So yeah, it's pretty chilly. Pretty chilly. For real though, Niantic is unbothered what Genesect Drive is featured as long as the drive... yeah, exactly. But that's the thing, it won't drive up their bank account. If they release it as a shiny, like at this point, I've said it before, it's like we're at the point of at the game's lifespan where it releasing a legendary that hasn't got the shiny available seems pointless. Like people just stop raiding it after a few days. And then it's available for like a week or 2 weeks or however long. Like this month is the perfect example. We've got both Genesect and Zacian and Zamazenta, which have both been around multiple times, and none of them are going to be shiny for like the rest of the month sort of thing. The only shiny that we've had available this month through raids is Palkia. And it seems like if they want to keep the revenue of raids up, they need to remove that not being shiny like the first time they're around or even the second time they've been around. Because yeah, I mean these Pokemon have all been around multiple times now. There's no reason for them not to be shiny. So yeah, I just think it's a bad call. It's this reason why I said before, you know, why I don't play the game as much as I used to, just because it's just not as interesting as it used to be. Like it's not as fun as it used to be. I mean, if I can't hunt a shiny or I can't do, it's like I'm not going to put mega amounts of money into the game to do raids if I'm not going to get anything out of it. It's like I don't particularly care about getting hundos, legendaries and all that sort of stuff. It's like I'm usually just shiny hunting. So if the shiny's not available, it's just like, well, I'm just not going to put money into the game. So You really, really want to grind hard today for Nido Queen? Well, fingers crossed you get the shiny and some good IV ones. Because you said you wanted the ones for PvP. Go battle lag. Yeah. Yeah, and they keep promoting aspects of the game like that. Like, do PvP. And it's broken and it doesn't work properly. Like, half the time people are lagging out or charge moves don't go off when they're supposed to. And all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. They need to fix things in the game. They need to make the game more interesting during events. They need to stop being so greedy when it comes to events these days, because they've gotten very grubby these days when it comes to trying to get as much money as possible out of people. You got a hundo from a trade and it wasn't even lucky. Well, that was lucky, wasn't it? Because, I mean, you got it anyway. It was a lucky, non-lucky trade. The next episode of Niantic's Money Move series is titled The Wolves of the Wall Street. Yes. Featuring the doggos. No lag. See, that's the thing. It's like the lag affects some people, but it doesn't affect others. That's why the game's broken, just because, it's not consistent across the board. Ugh. Come on, little shiny. So we got about 25 minutes left. So we're a little over halfway through our Spotlight Hour. No shiny boy, or shiny girl so far. I guess we'll do a check to see. 4-star? No. Fortunately, we have not got a hundo. Fortunately, I don't have a lot of Pokeballs, so should probably just set my Go Plus to, I was going to say, to spinning stops only, but there is no stops along here, as I said. So, yeah, I will anyway. Alright, so yeah, I've only got like 60 Pokeballs or something like that. So I always come down here to like stock up. But during Spotlight Hours, they always seem to, 61 Pokeballs, unfortunately. So I need to do a bit of stocking up before the weekend. Given that it is Community Day on a Saturday. So I have to tomorrow, on Thursday or something, tomorrow, Thursday, stock up on some items. It may sound stupid, but you put your Powerade that you were going to drink for the stream, and you put it in the freezer so that it would cool down faster. That's all good. We are encouraging you to update to the latest and greatest flagship and to enjoy the smoothest Go Battle League experience, as well as take advantage of the AR Plus features. Yeah. Spend as much money as you can just to play the game. Buy a $7,000 phone. Hey, Patricia, thank you so much for the donate. Oh, I just stepped in a puddle. That's good luck. Thank you, Patricia. Hey, Jimmy, up the night catching your vid. Thanks for always doing these. No worries, Patricia. Thank you for jumping in and saying hello, and thank you for the donation. Much appreciated. It's good to actually see you for once, because I know that, you know, the time difference at the moment with the streams isn't great. It's not going to be too much longer, and the daylight savings stuff will switch back around, and hopefully you'll be able to catch more streams. But how have you been? Yeah, when was the last time you actually popped into one of the streams? It wasn't too long ago. Dono hype, yeah, puddle hype. Like I said, it was like the dono hype of stepping in the puddle. It's like, good luck. How'd you go during Palkia? Did you end up getting a shiny, Patricia? Eggplant time. It's not one of those streams, okay? It's not. I get tips and then bits and pieces start. I'm pretty sure you'd get kicked off YouTube pretty quickly if you started doing that. Have to go to different sites. Maybe that's for the OnlyFans. Yes, I agree, Mahal. If you guys have been enjoying the stream and all that sort of stuff, and you haven't already, do chuck a like. If you haven't already, subscribe, because we'll be back tomorrow hosting Genesec raids. I'm sorry, but you know, we have no choice. I know you do, Mikey, and I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. If there's a member, and by, you know, just hitting the thumbs up and all that sort of stuff. Whereas Negan, she's the high priestess there for the Eggplant Enclave. I don't know. I'm not sure where she is tonight. Some nights, you know, during these spotlight hours, they're a little less interesting. Sometimes some of the regulars aren't around. Or maybe she's just busy doing something tonight as well, because it's like the same time, so she could be out having dinner or something like that. It is almost 7 p.m, so it's, you know, it's around that dinner time period. Only eggplants. Not in the way you think, I think. No, we should just start up a gardening channel and just have it like only call it only eggplants or something. Just have a gardening channel based on growing all sorts of things. It doesn't have to be just eggplants. Then I suppose the name only eggplants wouldn't really work, would it? We could just make it dedicated to growing different types. How many different types of eggplants is there? Is there different species of eggplants? It's something I don't know. I'm not very savvy on the whole eggplant lineage, species, as to say. Any shinies tonight? No, not tonight. I did get a shiny yesterday, but it was a shiny Pikachu. That was my last shiny. No, so far tonight we have not got the shiny. I do already have 3 of these. So we have the whole family, luckily. Yes, but oh God. The frosted egg. What? Okay. Let's just move on. Jimmy Donald, today we are growing eggplants. As I keep saying, guys, you are the ones that keep bringing this up. I have nothing to do with it. You're the ones that keep perpetuating these eggplant shenanigans. Need a tissue. Like usual. You'd think by now I would know to bring a tissue with me when I'm doing Spotlight Hour, because I need them basically every single time. I don't think you want to know what a frosted egg. No, I don't think I do either. Sounds a little bit suggestive. The E-virus has infected the chat. Resident Smiggles. Can we get the shiny out of this cluster?
Yeah. Definitely so I don't have to.
How you going, Abby-sung? How's it going? You missed the last raid hour. You was at school? No worries, dude. That's okay. I know that people have their stuff to do. Tonight we're still struggling for the shiny. We've got a nice cluster here, so we'll do some checks, see if we get anything out of this one. And yeah, we did all right last week during raid hour. I ended up with 3 shiny Palkias during raid hour. So that was actually pretty good luck. Every time I was trying to give somebody else shiny luck, it turned out that I would give myself the shiny luck. I was like, this is not supposed to be happening. Shinkachu, how you doing, man? Welcome. How you doing today? Oh, you heard the sirens. I think that was on the freeway. Because I'm like close to the freeway. It was either on the freeway or it was on the road behind me. I was on the path before when it said that it was shut, so maybe they knew they were coming for me. Might be a problem. I'm just gonna start throwing eggplants at them as I'm like making my escape. You'll never catch me, I'm the eggplant man, apparently. It's what the chat calls me. Maybe that's what Grimace was all along. He was just a giant eggplant. Did you ever think of that? I mean, he was large and purple and sort of eggplant shaped, I suppose. For those of you who don't know who Grimace is, he was the large purple character from McDonald's back in the day. Whatever happened to the other characters from McDonald's, like the Hamburglar and Grimace and stuff like that? These days you only see Ronald McDonald, and I mean, even he's gone into hiatus, sort of. He was indeed. Say, I'm not the only one. It's just like all along, it's just like, but you never saw eggplant hamburgers. I did check out your last message. Oh, sorry. You figured out how to live stream on YouTube. Okay, cool, man. Well done. Nice. Sorry, I didn't realize that was your last one. Grimace is the eggplant man all along. See? I'm not the eggplant man. He was. It wasn't me. It was the purple dude from McDonald's. They too scary for kids these days. Probably. And they were scary back in those days. I mean, the Hamburglar, man. I was always scared that some dude was going to come along and steal my hamburger. Eggplant will throw the eggplants. God, how much McDonald's has changed since I was a kid to what it is these days. Like the toys that you used to get from Happy Meals in comparison to what they are today, just, my God, you could probably turn them into small nuclear devices. They're like, here kids, play with 0.5 gram of enriched uranium. It comes with your Happy... Maybe not that excessive, but you know, the toys were sharp and dangerous sometimes. Do Noctowl Spotlight Hours also there. We had a Hoot Hoot Spotlight Hour. Noctowl is an evolution, so we don't tend to get evolution Spotlight Hours. But yeah, we have had Hoot Hoot. I think we've had Hoot Hoot a couple of times for Spotlight Hour, if I recall. I think we had a Hoot Hoot Spotlight Hour at the start of the year, or at the end of last year, because we had the special Hoot, the one that was wearing the hat, the New Year's one. So if I recall, we had one around then, and we've had another one previously, I'm pretty sure. We also rode bikes with the helmets. That we did. I was thinking about it this morning, because as I said earlier, like I've been hanging out with my nephew all day, and he was in the lounge room this morning, and he tripped over one of his toys, and he like landed on the table. Like we've got this round table in the lounge room that's like wood, but it's got like a metal top, and he landed on it, and it looked like he smacked his head like right on the corner of it. And I was just like, oh no. And I like ran over, and like luckily he just hit his arm, like not his head or anything. But yeah, he's got up and he was hurt and everything, and I'm like, oh dude, are you alright? And like hugging him better and everything. And I was just thinking, I was just like, damn, when I was a kid, I was doing stuff like that all the time. Like I hurt myself like so often, and I was just thinking like the stuff that I did as a kid, like kids just don't do these days. Like we were like the last generation of kids that were allowed to sort of just do very stupid things, like, and get away with it. Yeah, these days it's just like you can't do anything just because, oh no, gotta protect the children. Back in my day, I was just like walking along fences, like, you know, fences that are, like back in my day, they would have been as tall as me, but I'm like balancing along, I'm like walking along, there's like concrete on both sides of me. I'm like, how far can I get before I fall off? Are you singing on live stream 2 p.m. 2:30 p.m. PST on the 9th? The 9th of this, wait, that's tomorrow, isn't it? Wait, that'll be, yeah, tomorrow for me. Nice, man. I don't know if I'll be awake though, so, because I'm just trying to think, what time is that for me? I think that's 2:30 p.m. for you, I think is early, like fairly early for me, man. I'm not sure. I can't remember the time difference. Yeah, so am I. Like, he fell over and, like, it looked like he full smacked his head on the table, which was just like, oh no. That's gonna leave a bit of a scar, I think. But yeah, luckily he just hit his arm. Yeah, I know. That's why I was looking, because I'm like, hang on, today is the 9th here, but because he's in America, it'll be the 10th for us. So I'm just trying to think of the time difference. I'm just like, 2:30 p.m. for him, I think, is like 11, maybe a bit earlier in the morning here. I think it's like maybe 9 in the morning-ish. I'm not sure. Can't remember exactly. It's like an 18-hour time difference, I think. It's 1:53 Pacific time now. It's 6:53 p.m. here. So what, that's like 12 hours? Yeah, that's going to be like 7, 8-ish in the morning for me, I think. Hey, Brenton, how you doing, man? Welcome in. How are you doing today, dude? Enter Jiggy Bus. Getting Jigglypuff with it. No. You got cut off a wire fence back in your childhood. A piece of wire stuck out of the fence went in one side of your... oh, your big toe at the top. Oh, I was freaking out with it. Oh, dude. Ow. Ow. My mum stepped on a pitchfork when she was a kid, and that went through her foot. The worst impaling that I've done on myself was back when I was younger. I was trying to make a spear gun. Yes, I was a crazy child that was like, not a child, I was a young teenager at this point, but I was into trying to make things like that. So yeah, I was trying to make sort of like a crossbow or a a spear gun or, something like that. And I had this rubber. And for some reason I thought if I just thread some fishing line through it, I can use that to attach it to like the frame of the thing that I'm trying to make. And so I'm threading this fishing line through this like chunky rubber, like stretchy rubber thing. It was like a gasket for something. And as I'm threading the needle through, it snapped. Like I've just put too much force on it and it snapped off and I've jammed it into my thumb. And so I had a bit of like needle that was about, I don't know, half a centimeter or a centimeter long sticking out of the top of my thumb. So I've grabbed hold of it and I've pulled it and I've kept pulling it and kept pulling it and kept pulling it. And basically I pulled out a bit of needle that was like, an inch or 2 inches, an inch and a half long out of the top of my thumb. It went in the top of my thumb and sort of down my thumb. So yeah, it was like sort of like down that way and into my thumb. So that was interesting. That was just like, as I was pulling it out, I'm just like, why is this still coming? It just kept coming and coming. I'm just like, how much of this is inside of me? Get it out. Male Nidoran is getting a Spotlight Hour later in the month. Doing all right. How many no shinies tonight so far, unfortunately. We've got like 4 minutes left. I do have a full shiny family of these so far, so getting the shiny isn't really that big of an issue. You know what? Go away. You're going to be like that. I ain't got time. I got time for you. We've got 4 minutes left, so we're going to try and get this shiny. Even when you think about it, and now it makes you shiver, you don't want to talk. Yeah, you don't want to. Speaking of like that, nobody that I know this happened to or anything like that, but they were talking about things that happened to people's like male areas back when they were like kids or, something like that on the radio the other day. And one of the guys rang up and said he had a mate and they were like mucking around on some guy's farm or something like that. And the farmer came out and he started chasing them with a shotgun filled with saltpeter, because that's what they used to do back in the day. It's not going to kill you, but it's going to sting like a mofo if you get hit by the saltpeter coming out of a shotgun. So yeah, this farmer's chasing them and they've bounded over this barbed wire fence, and one of the guys has bounded over and got his coin purse caught up on one of the barbed wire and like tore it open, and one of his gentleman bits unraveled onto the floor. Because if you don't know, your nuggets aren't exactly nuggets. They're they're like a slinky. So they'll just unravel all onto the floor, and you don't want that. And ow. I was just like, ow, I don't want to know that. And then supposedly when he got home, and they showed his mum just raveled it back up, shoved it back in and sewed it shut. And I was just like, what? No, you can't do that. That's not supposed to happen. What are you doing? Go to the hospital. You've hurt yourself a lot over the past 28 years. You've been alive, a heap of broken bones. See, I've been pretty good. I haven't broken many bones. But the bones that I have broken were pretty severe. Well, actually, if I recall, I think I broke a toe at one point. I'm not actually sure whether or not I did break it, but it felt pretty broken to me. I didn't end up going and getting it x-rayed or anything like that. It was sore for a few weeks. But I broke my elbow. That one really hurt. I snapped the bone off in my elbow, like the top part of your elbow, like the bulby part of your elbow. I snapped that off and it was like down my arm a few inches. That was fun. So they had to like full jerk my arm to pop the bone back up into place. That wasn't fun. How's the level 44 task going? Pretty good. I'm almost done with them. I've just got to do the rest of the leaders. So I've got 13 more leaders that I've got to do, so it shouldn't take me too much longer at this point. So yeah, it should only take me another few weeks. I mean, if I really concentrated on it and just went out and hit a bunch of leaders, I could probably get it done in a few days. But yeah, I sort of just take them as they come. But we're getting there. Yeah, in comparison to the last level, we've gotten through this one reasonably quickly. I really should have taken more advantage of the Team Rocket event that we had a few weeks back and hit more of them to try and get that a bit higher. But that's all right. Like I said, it shouldn't take me too much longer. What's that? 6 times 13. It's 60, 70, 72 more Team Rocket grunts that I got to do, yeah? Is that correct maths? No. 78. 78 more liters. Yeah, because it's 13 more... Oh, sorry. More grunts. Because it's 6 per... Yeah. That's right. I think that's right. Check Lethal's last budget. After the barbed wire, the coin purse. Was it a shiny? 13 times 6 is 78. Okay, cool. So actually not too bad at doing maths. I used to be terrible at maths. I am still pretty bad at maths, but that wasn't exactly a hard one. It was basically 6 times 10, which is 60, and then 18 more on top of that. So easy maths. I'm actually surprised that I can do maths like that these days. Like, I was terrible at doing maths like that back in the day, like back in high school and that. Like, maths was my worst subject. And yeah, it took me ages to actually learn how to do like timetables and figuring out stuff in my head. These days, it's like, yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. I can't do calculus or anything like that, but realistically, who needs to do calculus? Hashtag shiny nugs. Message after that. Oh my god. Why? That was the last message he posted. Well, the message before that. Oh my god. Why are you always making me backped through the backtread back whatever? Have Jimmy hop on so we can hear some sick show tunes. You always wondered how it's split in half without having... Okay. That's all good, dude. I'm used to like backpedaling. Oh, sorry, yeah. I missed the first message. I think that's why that didn't make sense to me, Brenton. Sorry, man. You knew a guy that went surfing and landed on a coral reef and... Oh, dude, seriously? Ow. Ow. And now, okay, you know how he split it in half with that. Yeah. Ow, yeah. Okay, now that makes more sense. But ow. I don't even want to know anything about stuff happening to those parts, okay? That's just, it's not supposed to happen. Those parts are only supposed to feel good things, not bad things. At chat, I want to eat. You want sausages? How about some snags on the Barbie? That'll do. So yeah, I'm happy to do some battles with you guys now that I've finished with my Spotlight Hour. Unfortunately, we didn't get the shiny, but I will do another check afterwards to see if we got any decent IV ones. Yeah, that is like full brutal, man. I could tell you stuff about male parts, but let's stay safe for work. Yeah, I try and keep it as friendly as possible for you know, like people that are working and the kiddies and that are watching. Yeah, I actually do know a story of something that happened to a guy that I do know about him snapping something because they do snap, and that was just like, oh, ow, I don't want to know that. Melmetal, yeah, he got smacked though. So. Maybe I should be shielding more, but that's okay. Vegetarian option for sausages. They have tofu sausages, so you can also have a tofu sausage. And they make veggie sausages and that as well, I'm pretty sure. Let me guess, he was trying to smash a meat pie and snapped it. Yeah. Come on, Giratina, you can do it. I believe in you. Oh. If I had like 2 charge moves saved up here, just maybe. Oh well. Vegetarian should be illegal, you lovely idiot. No, people are allowed to eat what they want. It's like, if you don't want to be a vegetarian, that's all well and good. But I mean, if somebody else wants to be a vegetarian, then that's their right. GG's, good battle, dude, good battle. Nah, you might be amazed to know that I've actually decided to go the next week without drinking alcohol, guys. I know, shock and awe. I'm not really a big drinker anyway. I only have like a couple of beers a night with dinner and stuff like that. So, yeah, I haven't had anything to drink in like the last 2 days. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I just decided that I didn't want to drink this week, so I'm not. So please don't cancel me. No, I've just been trying things like that lately, like trying to be, a bit more fit and healthy and eating better and all that sort of stuff. You haven't drank through Sunday as well? Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, my last drink was on Saturday, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was... Yeah. I've gone Sunday and Monday so far without having anything to drink. Shadow Sneak wouldn't kill Charizard. Oh, it would if I used it. Trust me. Because I'm sneaky like that. I just come from the shadows and just sneak up on you and just like, pow! Just sucker punch you in the side of the head. It's like, I wouldn't hit your Pokemon, I'd like hit you. I'm joking. I wouldn't actually do that. Just come out of the bushes with a tire iron and a mask and just like, pow! Hit you in the kneecaps. Oh my god, did you see that crazy man just come out of the bushes and assault? Oh my god, sorry, man. It's like that episode of The Simpsons where Moe is coming out and it's like, who does he smack in the knees with the tire iron? But he's like, oh, you fixed my gammy knee. You bought 3 metal Pikachus and a Charizard gold cards. You can only get UPC anniversary box, PSA 10 worth 15. Nice, man. Bit of an investment. Hopefully they'll actually go up in value. You can sell them in like 10 years' time for like $150,000. I'm gonna get you, Blissey. I'm gonna get you. Oh, we got one more off. I'm gonna get you, Blissey. Okay, finally. Oh, that was your last Pokemon. Okay. I thought you had another Pokemon after that, so I was just like, alright, finally that's out of the way. GG's. Good battle. Sniggles me. I'm a sneaky character. Witness, you saw the man in the bush. What were you doing in the bushes, huh? Questions? Maybe it was you that ran up and assaulted this person. Who knows? They're hard to grade because the grading card company is having trouble with the cases and the gold flakes when they use the sonic solder to close the case. Puddles. They might have to come up with another technique to close the cases. Ultra League. Don't like Ultra League. Hurts. What is that sound? Looks like there's something swimming over there. I think the Loch Ness Monster's next to me. Can you check out Pokemon Go Great League video? And if you see any good Pokemon, I should use comment on the video so you can try other Pokemon, because now you're at rank 12, getting hard to win. Yeah, okay, dude. Just remind me, because I may forget, because I do have a tendency of forgetting stuff. So just track a comment on the on this live stream or something like that, just saying, hey, remember to check out the stream or whatever, the video, and yeah, just to remind me, dude. And I shall do that. You just hold for now. Grade cards still get 250 a piece. Ungraded cards, rather. Not upgraded. Come on, get to the charge. I was that close to getting to the charge. Damn you. You got 2 Nidoqueens from Spotlight Hour. Nice, Commander. You remind me sometime later, because you may forget as well. No worries, man. Oh, my hands are cold. They hurt. They hurt so badly. Like my fingers are just, stinging when they're cold. Well, I reckon this is GG's. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't get a shiny tonight for Spotlight Hour, but I will quickly check to see if I did get anything decent. I did check before, and I didn't, but we did catch a few more after that, so let's have a look. No, so unfortunately we didn't get a 4-star. We only got a couple of 3 stars as well. Okay, that one's actually not too bad. Okay. The 2 3-stars that we got aren't too bad. But I'm pretty sure I already have a bunch of 4-star Nidos anyway. Yeah. I've already got 3 hundo Nidos, like Nido females. So technically I don't actually need any more. Awesome people and eggplant folks, don't forget to chuck a like and yes. Yes. Always remember to like and subscribe, guys, and I've got to remember to keep walking in between these battles, otherwise I'm never going to get back to the car. I'm freezing cold. I'm gonna put some hoods on, because I'm in the hood. I'm in 2 hoods. It's actually nice that the bots are working again, you know? I keep walking off the path. OnlyFans. Haven't set that one up yet. Oh, actually, I might want to walk a little bit further over here because I just realized that I'm walking about 2 feet away from a very steep embankment that leads down to the river. So let's walk back over here on the path just because I don't want to end up in the river. It's a little bit cold for that. Yeah, unfortunately, like I have to give you guys the link to the OnlyFans in private, so can't put that on YouTube. So if you go to the Jimmy Smiggles Not Safe for Work Twitter account, it doesn't exist, guys, so don't look for it. I'm only joking. Or am I? I guess you'll never know unless you actually go looking for it. Link in the Discord. Yeah, it's a special link that only the members get. So if you become a member on the channel, guys, you get the special link to the OnlyFans. Someone clipped that. Make sure that I'm walking on the path and not to my death. Oh, gee, thanks, dude. You do know that you can have OnlyFans that isn't just for that stuff. There can be other things on. It is freezing. Get him, Ninetales. I'm only supposed to catch, not river monsters. I'm not, what's his face? Oh my god, what's the guy's name again? The dude that does the river cat, like the river monster stuff. Is it like Anthony Quaid or something like that? Ah, so close. That's alright, GG's. You pulled a full art Mewtwo in the new Pokemon Go set as well. Nice, man. Yeah, I haven't done any card opening for a while. It's too expensive these days. You bought 36 packs for 320. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. It's too expensive these days, man. I need that $320 to buy food and pay electricity bills and all that sort of stuff. That's cheap. Yeah, maybe for you, man. Why can't I check which moves this thing has? That's the one. Hey, the Pokemon Go. Welcome in. How you doing? I gotta stop leading with melt metal. I'm blaming it on my hands because they're cold. If I lose, it's because my hands are cold. Gonna shield or... Yes, okay. Why is it that every time I get counted by the exact counters, seems like a little bit of shifty business is going on and you're looking at my teams all the time? Bit unfair. See if I can still win, even though people are countering me because they're stream sniping. Bloody stream snipers. I'm only joking as well. But if you are stream sniping, be off now, mate. Jimmy, you couldn't stay out of the bushes. No worries. Thanks, Lethal. Enjoy the rest of your night, dude. Thanks for tuning in. Looks like no shine if you only 7 minutes left. Bugger all this Pokemon to catch. Oh. No. I knew I wasn't going to win, unfortunately, but that's okay. Yeah, dude. You may. I'm still walking back to the car because I stop every time I start battling because it's hard to walk and battle at the same time. But I would like to get back to the car fairly soon, given that I am freezing right here. I'm going to battle Becky next, dude. Oh, my hand. No, GG's, man. Good battle. Yeah, it's just Whenever I see like those perfect counters come up against me, I'm just like, are you cheating? You better not be cheating. That's why I like doing this PvP stuff at home, so I can at least like hide the screen when I'm doing my team selection. So at least I know down inside this is like, okay, nobody's actually cheating. Like, I'm not accusing you guys of cheating. I'm just saying it's just at least I know that it's not happening. So it's just like, it's just that, you know, that sense of what one of your mates is moving to my neck of the woods soon. Nice. Oh, with his new girlfriend. So what, just moving to like Melbourne or actually moving to like near me sort of thing? Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, like, if he's actually moving to near me, okay, like, fair enough, but Melbourne's a fairly big place, so he could be somewhere, like, all the way on the other side of the city. I posting a video on your YouTube channel soon stating your goals for Community Day. Nice, man. Oh yeah, I set my my thing to offline the other day because I keep getting raid invites like over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and it's just like I'm obviously not jumping to this raid. Can you please stop sending me invites? So the only way that I can sort of avoid that is by turning my online status off. It's just like, okay, I'm just going offline now. Right next door to me. Well, one of the houses in the street was up for sale recently, so maybe they were. It was your friend that was actually moving in. Do I invite people to raids? Tomorrow will be Lewis. Tonight was Spotlight Hour, so we're concentrating on trying to get the shiny boy. Tomorrow night for Raid Hour, I will be hosting. So if you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications and everything, you'll get a notification when I go live tomorrow, and you'll get you'll be able to jump in on some Genesect raids. If his name is Justin, honestly, I don't know what the neighbors' names are. Probably should have shielded. No, I know that's your mates. I know that's what you meant, but I don't know what the neighbors' names are. So it's like, if it is Justin, you never know. It could be your mate, but probably not. GG's. What a shiny. Surprisingly, I still don't have a shiny Skitty after all this time. I'm gonna head out and edit some YouTube content. Take care, mate. See you next time. No worries, dude. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Oh man, my hand is getting so cold. My hand is going numb trying to hold this like the phones. You actually won. Yeah, GG's, man. It was a good battle. I did just go with like a random team, so it worked well for you, man. Like, your stuff actually counted what I was using fairly well. It's like it happens sometimes, man. You use the. It depends on sort of like what you're using or what the other person's using, and yeah, you just counted well, man. So, well done, man. GG's. You didn't get to though, but you'll try that in actual PvP. Yeah, man, it's just all about finding teams that work together and all that sort of stuff. So, I mean, that's the best way to practice, just doing PvP. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. The more you'll know what works well. Oh, my hand. I need to try and warm my hand up just slightly. It's like literally going numb. Can't feel it. It's all stiff. Try and get blood back into my hand. I'm taking it this is glitched out. Like, are you still picking your team, or? Just let me know if you're actually picking your team still or not. Just sucks out. I mean, that's half of the fun though. Like, not knowing what your opponent's going to be using. Like, at least when you're doing tournaments, like any sort of tournament that you're doing, you'll get a list of what possible because you have to choose 6 Pokemon. So you can only use those 6 Pokemon, or 3 of those 6 Pokemon. So people have a rough idea of what you might be using, but they don't know directly of what exact 3 Pokemon you'll be using. And it works like that in both the Sylph League and the main tournaments, like the actual Pokemon Go tournaments that they've. You taking off? No worries, Mikey. Have a good one, dude. It's clear. Okay, no, sorry, Mahal. Hey, James, how you doing, man? Welcome in. How's your day been, dude? I'm almost back in the car. I can see the lights of the toilet block. So that's why you need to get a few going. Yeah, so it's good to have sort of, I don't know, it depends on what much you want to get into PvP, like how many different teams you can have. For instance, when I was doing the Sylph League tournaments, I was getting like right into it every month. We're doing like a different tournament. So that's why I have so many Great League Pokemon set up for it. Just because every month I'd be setting up, 3 to 6 new Pokemon sort of thing, depending on how many new ones I had to bring in. But after a few months, I'd have Pokemon that would be built up across the board sort of thing. So I'd just be able to, oh yeah, sweet, I've got this one that I can use and that one that I can use. And hey, Slim, how you doing, man? Welcome. How's your day been, dude? It was nice today. It was a nice day today, man. It was like the sun was out all day. There wasn't like any wind. I mean, it was a little bit like chilly, like when you weren't in the sun. But other than that, yeah, it was actually a really nice day today. It's been good. Oh, okay. How about me? I've been pretty good, man. Pretty good, other than freezing right now. I'm doing pretty good. As I was just saying, yeah, it's been a nice day today, so I just spent the day hanging out with my nephew, playing bubble fights and stuff like that. Because he's got, like I said earlier, he's got the bubble guns that we've been running around playing with, but he's also got this big bubble wand thing. And so I've been making like these huge bubbles for him that he's been running around popping all day. It's been fun. Ooh, rubber dash. Are you going to say it was your birthday on Sunday? Managed to get some stuff in and then play pool? Nice, dude. I did see you post up on the Discord that it was your birthday, so happy belated birthday. Hope you had a good one, dude. See, I was spoilt growing up because My parents had a pool table because they bought it off, like, they had family friends which were selling one, so they ended up getting like a pool table for like $500 or something like that. So I grew up playing pool all the time. Not good. Squeaky door. Oh, back in the car. That's nice. I mean, it's still cold, but it's not as cold. Alrighty. Do I have a console or a gaming desktop? I have a gaming desktop. I used to be a console gamer back in the day, but then I saw the light and I found out that PC gaming was so much better. So yeah, I got into doing PC gaming. So yeah, I'm not a big console person. I do have a Nintendo Switch as well, but most of my gaming I would say I'd be doing on the PC. But I mean, most of the gaming that I do on the PC is more for myself. The gaming that I do on the Switch is for the channel and stuff when I'm doing like the Pokemon stuff and so on. Dude, I'm trying to click on. Oh my god. Alright, I'm just going to have to catch this first because it's standing in the way. Warzone is so broken, game doesn't even open. Do I have an Xbox, a PlayStation, or nah? No, just the Switch and a PC. Like if I was to buy an Xbox or PlayStation, it would be a PlayStation, just because I used to be a PlayStation person back in the day, and I've always hated the Xbox controllers. Well, at least the original Xbox controller, so that just made me hate Xbox back in the day. So I was like, nope, I'm a PlayStation person. I had a PlayStation 1 and a PlayStation 2, and they were like, yeah, after that I sort of got into more PC gaming and stuff like that and started, yeah, playing like Halo, not Halo, Half-Life rather, on the PC and stuff back in the day. Good old Half-Life and all those like Counter-Strike and stuff like that were all on the PC back in the day, so that's sort of what I got into playing. Did I see the KFC console thing? Yeah, that was just a meme. It wasn't like a real console. $35. Ah, that's okay. I've got a battery charger, so it's all good, and I'm going to be wrapping it up pretty soon anyway, because we've finished with our Spotlight Hour. So yeah, if anybody wants to do sort of like one last battle, I suppose we can fit in one more, and then we can wrap it up. Or I suppose that raid does hatch in a minute. So if people are maybe interested in doing a raid, because I can just drive to it, given that it's there, and use my daily pass. Pool day, Dust 2 offers good golden day. Yeah, good old Dust. Yeah, I used to play like back in like the original Counter-Strike, so it wasn't even Dust 2, it was just Dust. The original Dust. I used to play like old school Unreal Tournament and stuff like that as well. Unreal Tournament was pretty cool. And like Quake Arena and Team Arena and stuff. Quake was awesome. I used to love playing Quake. CSGO, yeah, I know like CSGO is still going strong. Like Counter-Strike's been around forever. But I'm talking like the full, back in the day, the classic Counter-Strike, like the original. When it was still a mod for Half-Life, it wasn't an actual game. Like you needed to have Half-Life to be able to play Counter-Strike. And there was like a couple of other mods. There was Black Mesa. There was what was the other one? Black Mesa. There was I can't remember all the like. There was like sort of official mod sort of spin-offs of Half-Life, and I had like all of them. Cover me. Bomb has been planted. Counter-terrorists win. You play Fortnite. I've never played Fortnite before. Never, ever. I don't ever see myself playing it either. Like, I don't know. There's just something about it that just doesn't really click with me. I just feel like it's too much for squeakers, man. It just seems like it's a squeakers game. But I also used to think that about Minecraft, and then I started playing Minecraft, and I was like, dude, this game is awesome. Fortnite is super hard on keyboard. Yeah, some games are like that. Some games are either easier to play on keyboard and mouse or on control, like vice versa sort of thing. It really depends on the game and how much stuff you have to do in that game. For instance, games like I find Red Dead Redemption and like GTA and stuff like that are a lot easier to play with a keyboard and mouse than they are with a controller. For the most part, there are a few things that are easier to do on the controller, but I find that for the most part, it's easier to play them with a keyboard and mouse. But then, yeah, there's other games, for instance, that not so much. Like pretty much any first-person shooter, I find is always easier to play with a keyboard and mouse. I prefer them over a controller any day. Hope there's a Red Dead 3. There probably will be, but I think we'll be waiting quite a while for that. Like, quite a while. I mean, we're going to be getting GTA 6 first, and there's still no sort of indication of when they're finally going to do a GTA 6, because they're milking GTA 5 for everything that they can. I mean, GTA 5 is like 10 years old at this point, and they're still releasing content for it because of the multiplayer aspect of it. So we may get a GTA 6 in another 10 years' time. I guess we'll see. But yeah, that'll always come before Red Dead, because GTA's Rockstar's flagship game. You gave up on Red Dead 2 apparently for GTA 5/6. No, they didn't give up. Like, they spent so much. They spent like quarter of it, like nearly $500 million on creating Red Dead. But it wasn't an abandoned game. They did finish it. But they've got a big studio these days. Like, Rockstar's huge, so they wouldn't have to abandon one project to work on another one. They've got the money to work on multiple projects. But they wouldn't, at this point, I don't think GTA 6 would even be in production. Because there's been no indication of it for, like, forever, sort of thing. Like, there's been no word on anything from GTA except for them releasing new stuff for the online for GTA 5. So yeah, they'll just keep doing GTA 5 stuff until they finally have people falling off of it, sort of thing, well, until, you know, revenue drops that much that they have to do a new game. Because as long as people are playing GTA 5, they don't have to do a new game. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, that was my game back in the day. I used to love Roller Coaster Tycoon. I used to build the craziest roller coasters. But the one thing that I used to hate about that game is you'd build a roller coaster and it'd be the best roller coaster and everybody would be flocking to it, and then 10 minutes later nobody would be riding it. You'd be like, why? What is wrong with the AI in this game? Why do they like my stuff for like 10 minutes and then they just don't like it anymore? Everyone's already ridden it, so they're just like, I don't want to ride this anymore. I want a new ride. And it's just like, bruh, I just opened that ride like 10 minutes ago. What is wrong with you? Stupid AI. Had a modern account on your PS3. Had to sell it though. I still remember like the chip back in the day for like the PlayStation 1s and that. You'd get it chipped so you could play burnt games. So I did that back in the day. I had so many games. Because there was a store around the corner from my mate's joint that would sell burnt games. So you'd go there with like $10 and come home with like 15 games or something like that. And I'd go there like every week like every 2 weeks or something like that. Go to my mate's joint. We'd go around to this shop and just come home with like a whole bunch of games. And he had a burner as well. Like this is back in the day when like burners were still like relatively new. So he was my friend that I knew that had a burner. So I'd just go around to his joint and come home with like every time I'd come home with like 50 new PlayStation games. Just sit around just smashing PlayStation games for like ever. You had billions too. Yeah, I had a whole drawer full of like PlayStation 1 games back in the day. You'd just open this drawer and it'd just be like filled with games. So all my mates would come around and we'd just smash like Marvel vs. Capcom and like NBA and all that sort of stuff. You had a level 7,000 this year, got Rockstar to put you back to 700. So you actually had something to do. Need for Speed Most Wanted, still the best. Yeah, Need for Speed was there. Yeah, that was probably the best one. Or Hot. No, was it no Most Wanted? Oh, Hot Pursuit was still pretty good as well. Like I remember Hot Pursuit. That one was pretty good. I haven't played Need for Speed in ages. The last Need for Speed that I played was. What one was it? It was the one after Carbon, I think. Yeah, because I played Most Wanted, and like Most Wanted was good. I did enjoy Most Wanted. Carbon was pretty good as well. But what was the one after that? I can't remember now. It was like the open world one. You're just sick of getting messages just daily asking if you're a modder. The COD days back up to Black Ops 2. Yeah, see, I wasn't much of a COD player back in the day. I was more Battlefield. So I used to rock Battlefield 2 back in the day. That was like my jam. Me and my mates would play like modded Battlefield because there was a couple of really good mods like Hard Justice and stuff like that just they had awesome maps and awesome vehicles and stuff like that. So we used to just go hard in like modded Battlefield. It's not that I didn't like COD, it's just that I enjoyed the bigger maps of Battlefield. Like, I liked having the vehicles and all that sort of stuff. I loved just being able to jump into tanks and jets and helicopters and all that sort of stuff and just go nuts. Like, I used to be a terror in helicopters in Battlefield 2. Like, I'd get in the little bird, like the MH6 or whatever it is. Like, I can't remember what their military name is, but they're like the little birds. You'd just jump into one of them and I'd just be strafing people. Like I could fly like full low to the ground. So I'd just be like full darting around the map, just like flying backwards. And like, yeah, I was such a good helicopter pilot. So I'd just strafe from like low altitudes, just making it really hard for people to target me because I'd just be able to duck behind trees and buildings and stuff like that and just rotate around the whole battlefield and just pop out. So like stunt flying. Cricket 07. No, I never played any of the cricket games. I did play the old AFL game though. They should do another one of them. They were fun. They changed into Black Ops 4. And Infinite Warfare was good. Now 3 new ones are a waste. Yeah. You see, the thing is with the problem with games like that is they get a bit old after a while when you're just rinsing and repeating sort of thing. I mean, all you really get is graphic upgrades. Like, you don't actually get any gameplay upgrades. So they just get old after a while. And then if they do crappy stories for them as well, for the people that like the story aspects of them and not just the multiplayer, they can be a bit hit and miss. And it also depends on who does Call of Duty, because they split them between the studios. So it's like Activision does one, and then what's the other ones that the other studios did? I can't remember what the other studios are, but yeah, usually the Activision ones are the better ones because they're the ones that are the original makers. Cyberpunk looked fat, but 60 frames per second max though on a very high end. Yeah, I got it when it first came out, and it was a great game, minus all the issues and stuff that it had. It just came out way too early. Like they released it before it was ready. Like that's the issue with Cyberpunk. It would have been so much better if they just held off on the release of it until the game was actually ready to release. Now it's become that much of a meme that it's like I'll go back and play it at some point, but I'll wait until, they've got actual DLCs for it and it's worth going back and playing again. But I enjoyed it. Like it was a fun game. Like the map for it and everything was like great. Like I really enjoyed the city that they built for the game. I felt like there was so much more that they could have done with it. But yeah, they just balked it up so badly, like the release of it, that it just never reached the potential and never will reach the potential that it should have had because of them stuffing up the release of it. So unfortunate, like they were hoping to do something like GTA 5 did and just have this game that they could keep going for long because they were planning on doing like multiplayer for it and like all sorts of stuff. So they were planning on doing the whole GTA 5 sort of thing, but yeah, they just never will be able to do it now just because nobody will go back to the game because of all the memes and that about it. So they'll just have to scrap it and start again. Sledgehammer Raven. Yes, that's it. Thank you. I knew that there was another one. I just couldn't remember what they were, James. You got a 3-star shiny Palkia yesterday, and you're so happy? Nice, that one, kid. I got myself 3 shiny Palkias the other day during raid hour. Unfortunately, no decent. Oh, no, there was a couple of decent IV ones, but nothing like a 98% or anything. Probably wait for another 1 or 2 for it to be solid. Have I got any tips for you if you see another one of them? New legendary birds again. How to catch it easier? Only seen one of them. There's no way of really increasing the catch rate, unfortunately. They're gonna run more likely than not. The best you can do is just give it a golden rise, hit it with an ultra ball and a curveball, and get an excellent throw. Like do everything that you would to boost your chances on any other Pokemon. There's nothing else that you can really do. The lower the CP it is, the more chance you should have of catching it. Like realistically, just because the lower CPs are, the easier things are to catch. I did see somebody catching one that was like 63 CP or something like that yesterday. So they can be like incredibly low CPs. So if you get lucky and get one of them, like try your best. But yeah, other than that, there's not really much you can do, unfortunately. 98% run rate. Yeah. So like I said, there's more chance of them running than catching, unfortunately. But then you see people like I've seen it all over Twitter of people catching like multiple ones from the same incense, like people encountering 3 and catching 2 of the 3. So you can do it. You just have to be super lucky, sort of thing. Alrighty, well, guys, I reckon we'll wrap this one up here so I can go home and have some din-dins because it's getting close to dinner time. It's almost 8 p.m. But I will be back tomorrow, the same time, from about 10 to 6 onwards, at 6 p.m. my time onwards, to host for Genesect raid hour, unfortunately. So yeah, Palkia leaves tonight. Tomorrow we have Genesect for 2 weeks. Yay. Actually, no, it's only like a week, but we have it for 2 spotlight hours, 2 raid hours, unfortunately. So, yeah, the next 2 weeks of raid hours are going to be Genesect, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but yeah, we'll be here hosting them tomorrow. Yeah, you failed throwing it was in the car, and the sun was hard to see. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, you got to try and get that excellent throw, and even then, like I said, it doesn't really matter. It could still run and still most likely will run, sort of thing. So, yeah, all right, guys, we'll be back tomorrow evening for some raids. So, if you haven't already, remember to hit that thumbs up button and everything to help out the stream, help out the channel, help support, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, hit the notification button so you know when I go live tomorrow. If you do want to jump into some of these Genesect raids, unfortunately I won't be shiny, so that's a little bit of a disappointment, but it does have a new move on it, so I mean, that's something at least. It ranks in the top 15 sort of thing for the move that it's getting, so it makes it half decent. So yeah, worth getting a couple, I think. But alright guys, sweet as. Enjoy the rest of your morning, evening, noon or night. Thank you for tuning in, James, Mihal, Becky, who else is here at the moment? That one kid. You guys are the only ones that have been chatting in the chat, but all the other lurkers that are still popping around in the chat, Mikey, have a good one, dude. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for Raid Hour. So, take it easy. We'll do that one again. Take it easy, guys. Enjoy your morning, evening, noon or night. Stay safe. Happy hunting. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye.